Welcome to TheStreet.com TV. I'm Aaron Task here with Frank KongZhong. He writes the Stocks Under 10 newsletter, focuses on the small cap universe for us. Frank, great to see you again.
Great to see you again.
So last week, we got this out of the way. We did a piece about the rebalancing the Russell 2000. We talked about L1 Identity Solutions, symbol ID. It's already in the Russell 2000.
It's in the Russell 2000. It's not listed on the Russell website, and here's why. It is two companies combined that were in the Russell, and that was Identics and Visage. And when they combined, they formed L1. And since they only update the list once a year, it wasn't on that list. But the thesis still stands. I really don't like the stock. I think it's overvalued. It's a good company, but the stock's a little ahead of itself.
All right, let's move on to a couple of stocks in the small cap universe in motion this week. The Nine, the Chinese online game operator, got an investment from Electronic Arts. The stock had a big jump on that news, as you might imagine, on Monday. Would you continue? Would you follow the momentum here?
I would follow the momentum. The stock looks very good. It's in a good market. It's the largest online operator in China. It's mostly role-playing games. I don't know if you're familiar with people who are into role-playing games, but it's almost like a cult. They'll play
I am, but not online.
10, 15, yes, I know. So I'm going to throw some numbers at you just to show you. Year over year from last quarter to this quarter, earnings were 2 cents last quarter. They're 80 cents this quarter. Sales were 42 million. Now they're 68 million. They're up 60%. Margins are 57%. And they were 57%. Now they're 65% this quarter.
So this might actually be a case where there's fundamentals to justify the momentum in the stock.
There are fundamentals to justify it. There's a good growth model. China has 38 million gamers. 90% of them play online. I think that number could double. But there's a lot of catalysts with the stock. I think it can go higher. But always be aware of these momentum stocks too. It does have the fundamentals to back it, but any bad news could cause a downside.
Of course.
All
right, well, sticking with the China theme and maybe on the other side of the coin, KongZhong, which I believe how you pronounce the name, Chinese wireless play, had a huge downfall this week. They missed on earnings. They warned about second quarter revenues. The stock got hammered. Is there value here at this point?
Well, there is value there, but here's the thing. When companies miss, it's not such a big deal. You always want to look at what they're saying in the future. And this company said that the environment will be challenging, which is pretty bad. You'd rather see a company say, okay, taxes are higher than expected, or delay in orders.
We had a tough quarter, but things are looking better.
Things are looking better. So the tough environment thing really, shook a lot of investors out. The stock's trading about $5.25 now. It's down from 13. It's down 25% just this week from that news a couple days ago. But not all the news is bad. The gross margins were up 220 basis points to 53.4%. And the company has no debt and $3 in cash. So right away, value investors, $3 in cash, stock's trading at $5.25.
Right, in this environment of private equity buyouts, you don't want to.
I
wouldn't short it, basically.
No, I wouldn't short it, but I wouldn't buy it either. It looks attractive right now, but stocks don't always trade on numbers. Okay, if that was the case, I think every sell-side analyst would make double their salary.
Right, and they'd be right in their calls.
Yes,
yeah.
So there's a lot of psychological effect involved. I think it could come down a little more, but it is under 10. It's going to be on my watch list. But you want to wait a little bit. That bad news wasn't too good.
Okay. Another name on your watch list and actually in your portfolio for the Stocks Under 10 newsletter is Taser.
Yes.
This is a French story here?
Not only a French story, but an international story. The stock came out with 2 bits of news this week, and one of them was that they won another product liability lawsuit. That brings their record to 45-0. Now, it's significant because the stock in 2004 was trading in the 30s, and the reason why it's trading this low is because of that litigation risk.
People think you get killed from Taser. And
turns
out a lot of the people who did have problems already had an existing heart problem.
Yes, and they're aggressively defending these lawsuits. So if you take out a Taser and drop it on your foot and break your foot or something, you're not going to go and sue them because they're going to come after you, and you're going to have to pay those fees. So they're not settling any of these cases. They're actually fighting them because this is how good they think their cases are.
Right.
That's the first thing. The second thing is this week they just got 4 more orders, 3 domestic, 1 international for $1.4 million. They haven't announced who that was from yet. I would like to see that from France.
That's why I bring up the French. The last time we talked about Tasers, you mentioned that Sarkozy, who won the election, had said he was going to give every policeman in France a Taser.
Yeah, he wanted to put one in every squad car. It was 100,000 squad cars. And there's only 180,000 law enforcement Tasers out there. He wants to put 100,000.
So a huge potential order for them, yes.
Yes, I think it's fine on all cylinders here. I think the company looks good long term, but take a look at it. Do your own homework. It looks like a good situation.
All right, Frank, thanks very much.
Thank you.
For Frank KongZhong, I'm Aaron Task. Stay tuned for more of TheStreet.com TV.